Hello, in this video I'll be showing how to work with puppet animations, how to build them, and just how to tweak them and use them in a script. If you have not already watched the Puppet Basics video, please go do that. So first things we need to do, we'll need to open up the windows that we use for animations and things. So that is the window dropdown, and then animation, and then we want this animation window. So I'll drag that in here. And then window, animation again, and then animator. So animation and animator. And depending on how your Unity is set up, it may try to put this in various places. I would just put these down in the same row as the project view. We do not need, we need hierarchy, the game view, and the inspector all open to do animations. So we need to have this in a separate tab so you can see all of that. Once you have all that ready, let's go to the project view, and we're going to need to put a puppet into the scene. So again, this is resources and then puppets. And I will put Ami's puppet into the scene. So if we go over to the animator, this is where we can see the list of every animation. This is important for how animations are handled, or how animations are referred to. So if an animation shows up here, it can be played via a script. Do note a couple of these. So these ones here have underscores. That is just a way of saying these are meant for internal usage. So please don't delete these or rename these. These in particular are used for fading in and out, and special commands are used to actually call these. So these need to be kept the same. And then if we go over here to the animation tab, let's first select Ami so it shows up. This is where we can look at the animations themselves. So this is just like any other animation software. For each animation, you have keyframes. So like if I pan the timeline through, she fades out. And it's possible to modify these keyframes. I can move them around. I can copy them and all sorts of things. If you want to get more in depth on this, I suggest you look up videos on how to work with Unity's animation system. I'm not going to go too much in on that. So to make a new animation, we do this drop down here where you select animations and click on create new clip. And animations are stored. We are currently storing them in assets, and then animations, puppets, and they're all living here. So I'm going to make a simple animation just for demonstration purposes called shake. All right, so once you have your new animation, the easiest, you can manually add keyframes. The easiest way is to use this record button. And once you have this, it's set to record, you can modify various things and see it is adding that in here automatically. Now, we actually do not want to do that. There's the base puppet object, but this is getting controlled by the code. So rather, what we want to do is make sure you're selected to the renderer, and then we can modify this to our heart's content, and it will all be fine. This does not get messed with. The code doesn't modify this directly, so we are free to change it. So I'm going to make her shake back and forth. So that is this position X value is the horizontal position. So I will pick positive 10, and then I will move the timeline a little forward and then do negative 10. Then I will select these keyframes. I will Control C and then Control V to copy. So now it is moving back and forth. And then let's just do one more keyframe at position 0. So she will move back and forth and then come to the center. And if I hit the play button, That's what it looks like, at least on loop. By default, this always loops animations, I believe. So that makes it a little annoying to see a non-looping one. So once you have your animation made, we can go back over to the animator, and you'll see that this animation is in here. One thing to make sure to do on a new animation is go up into the inspector and click on, there's this speed and then multiplier. Click on that, and it should automatically fill it in. This way, the code can control how fast the animation plays, since that's something that that's a feature that we provide, or that I wrote in, but it's not going to do it automatically. You need to have this parameter set. So then, I guess the next step then is to make it play in the game. So I'm going to modify this script a little bit. We'll fade in on the middle. I'll do it immediately. I'll do it slowly. I will start a new shake animation, and then I'll make it wait for the animation to finish, and then say okay. So now that we have done that, I'm going to delete this. Well, I'll delete this puppet out of the scene because it is. We don't. Oh, that is one other thing I should emphasize. Last video, I was saying how you had to save overrides on the puppets. We don't need to worry about that here. Animations are stored separately, so we can just delete the puppet. Oh, oops. It's fade out. Oh, weird. Give me a second. Oh, that was fade out. Yeah. Okay, so the animation's playing, however, it's looping. This brings up a good point that all animations loop by default, which is kind of annoying. So to fix that, we need to go find our animation in the project. We go to, again, assets, and then animations, and then puppets, and then we'll pick shake. And to turn off looping, you just uncheck this box, and that should do it. There we go. So that was our simple little shake animation. So just to recap, to make new animations, you put a puppet in the scene, then you go to the animation tab and you make a new animation. And then in the animator, you just make sure it's all configured right, and then you're good to go. I will be adding links to the description for more resources related to working with animations. And if anything's unclear, or if there's any features that are missing that you need, just please let me know and I'll try to help out.